오케이, 돌아왔습니다. 오늘의 앨런 웨이크는 짧게 진행할게요. 에피소드 1개 아니면 2개 정도 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 그러면 또 한번 시작해보죠. 그 전에 잠시 좀 세팅 좀 할게요. 카카오 분들을 위해서. 오케이, 한번 시작해봅시다.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Oh, Ellen,
Rose,
Wake, good game.
sure. Nice girl.
Nice
Who wants to
story
know?
game.
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
그 앨런이 그 에피소드 1에서
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
그 환상인지 꿈인지 모르겠는데 거기서 있었던 섬이죠. 책도 거기 있었고 섬에. 그리고
Just
로즈는
follow me. It's not far.
전 에피소드에서 좀 이상한 행동을 했죠. 그 어떤 그 할머니 블랙 우먼의 그 지시에
Listen, I
따라서.
got things to do. This place don't run itself.
오케이. 아이고. 다리가 좀 불편하신가 보네. 여기 주변에도 뭐 있을 것 같은데. 한번 찾아볼까요? 뭔가 있을 것 같은 느낌인데. Digging tree sound. Sparkling River Estate 상큼한 강 Mobile Home Court Space and Littles Lot Manager Mountain Landorp 5x5 2, 3, 6, 8. 락.
Aw, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Wait. 감도 좀 조절을 해야 되나? 수평 민감도. 뭔 소리지? 목표로 직접?
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
배? 어디 가는 거지?
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Jagger. 그 검은 할머니, 블랙 우먼이 제거인가 봐요. 신시아 제거. 아, 신시아 제거가 아니지.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
로봇의 상태가 좀 이상한데?
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Op frog.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin.
Betrayed by
I'm too weak
Rose.
to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Kill the old lady.
Jagger.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right.
이 모든 건
She
바바라
promises me I
제거의
can save Alice this way. She knows
계략이었습니다.
more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
납치를 당했죠. 하이제킹, 앨런 웨이크.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money.
Rose.
So handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Jane and with Ghost. Barbara Jagger.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station. The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
뭔가 웨이크에게 총을 쏘는 스토리가 나올 것 같아요. 일단 탈출을 합시다. 근처에 또 원고가 없나?
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just,
I heard something like that, Walt.
yeah, well, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure you'll walk away?
뭔가 강력한 일이 일어날 것 같은 메시지였네요.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on.
호호. 여기였죠? 원고 하나 빠졌고. 일단 도망을 가야겠네요.
Make it easy. Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it. I'll have your chance if you let him get away. Freeze! Can you see him? Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here. Move out!
Oh, damn.
Over here! Where? Over there! Wait!
총을 왜 쏴? 총을 혐의도 없는데. 뭐 어처구니가 없는 사람들이네.
God damn it! Where did he go? Listen away! Keep an eye out! He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
차가 왜 갑자기 뛰어올라서?
Come in, Agent Nightingale. This is Sheriff Breaker. Over.
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and you didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
역시 나이팅게일이 이상한 애였어요.
The suspect was last sighted running along the corridors that leads westward from the trailer park. All units are advised that the suspect may be armed.
아니
Approach with caution.
용의자가 무장하고 있다니. 총도 없구만. 어처구니가 없네. 아직은 손전등이 없으니까 숨겨진 거 찾는 건 안 나올 거 같고 원고를 많이 찾아야 되는데. 체크보드. 조명탄이다.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here. Hey, who's
뭔 일이 일어난 거지?
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
여기도 경찰차가.
Sheriff Breaker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
길 걷는 게 너무 오래 걸리는데? 등산하는 느낌? 헬기도 떨고 나섰나? 헐. 스트롱 크로우. 체크. 이제 무기를 줄 때가 된 것 같은데. 오른쪽에 뭔가 있죠.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both of them. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
로즈는 결국 의사퇴각했군요. 두 개 있구나.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
일단 길 따라 내려가야겠네.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
황산. 잠시만요.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without the light.
일단은 이걸 하나 먹고. 아직도 무기를 안 주네. 뭔가 돌리라는 느낌. 뒤에는 뭔가 더 없고. 그런 다음에 서치라이트를 돌려봅시다.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
체크포인트. 근데 무기도 없는데 무기가 없으니까 몹이 안 나오려나? 저희는 이게 망가주겠고. 총문 하나 더 주면 되겠는데. 무기도 주는군 이제.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
보안관이 다 당한 것 같아요. 셰리프. All over. 이제 무기를 줬으니 뭔가 습격을 할 느낌인데. 아까 여기서 나왔죠? 이쪽으로 길이. 아!
Nobody like FBI op frog. Flashbang dog best.
FBI.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
일단 요 지형 좀 수색해 봅시다. 뭐 안 줄려나? 그걸 나오자마자 보네. 오. 살피려고 했는데 바로 나오네. 가야겠어요. 저기도 뭔가 있고. 여기. 와우. Flashbang. Very strong. 어. Oh, hidden place. Damn. Ah, place where? Oh man. Oh damn. 일단 여기가 임시로 오는 데 같은데. 일단 걸어서 도착은 한 것 같고. 이런. 어후. 무기도 없는데? 어떻게 하라는 거지?
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
How can I be sure?
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'll get you,
하하,
even if it
다시 도망가야
kills me.
돼.
You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
일단 또 가봅시다. 아니 무기를 줘야지. 무기를 안 주니까. 또 원고다. 라이팅 페이퍼.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out, his cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
띄엄띄엄 있네. 네. 일단 갑시다. 기차를. 조명탄 가지고는 힘들 것 같은데. 또 시작됐군. 드디어 총을 주는군요. 오! 바로 옆에 있었네. 세 명이 있었는데. 이제 리볼버 탄이 없네. 좀 아끼면서 써야겠어요 이제. 이런.
There was no sensible reason for the power company workloads to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
됐다. 라이플 샷건이네. 오호. 쓰러져 죽었네. 홀런 다운. 이건 먹자마자 나오던데. 댐. 어우, 조금씩 어려워지네. 성광탄을 미리 장전하고 있어야겠다. 박자마자 나오니까 뒤로. 뒤로 있다가 카모. 그렇지. 이거 미션 넘어뜨리는 것도 있었는데? 이렇게인가? 키니까 어둠이 사라지네. 성광탄이 제일 좋네요. 플래시뱅 is your best weapon. 여기 뭐 없을라나? 뭐 없나 보네. 아이고. 더 없나봐요. 진행해야죠. 원고가 저런 곳에.
카카오 쪽 채팅은 안 보시나요? 버퍼가 너무 심해서 카카오로 피신.
아, 아이고. 밀가님 어서오세요. 예, 버퍼 심할 때는 카카오가 맞습니다. 카카오 쪽 채팅 보고 있어요. 근데 알람은 안 나올 거예요. 제가 틈틈이 보고 있습니다. 어이구, 왜 이렇게 어두워졌어? 네, 그런 것 같아요. 샷건을 먹으면 저기 나오니까 이걸로 최대한 견제를 하라는 것 같아요, 라이트로. 근데 시간 제한이 있어가지고 그냥 한 반에 죽일 때는 이 성광탄이 제일 좋은 것 같아요. 아, 또 이럴 때는 몹이 많이 나오던데. 이렇게 지형지물에 숨겨진 게 많아가지고 좀 탐색을 해야 되는데 막 배경이 이렇게 블러 효과가 심해가지고 또 몹도 많이 나오고 탄약도 제한되어 있고 그래가지고 오래 탐색할 수가 없어요. 아니 진짜 성광탄이 최고인 것 같아. 많이 주네 템은. 건전지도 풀이고. 생각보다 건전지를 많이 안 써요.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
그냥 납치는 어둠이 한 것 같은데. 저기다 원고가 있네. 근데 웃긴 게 납치범이 또 있었어요. 뭐 또 움직였는데 뭔가? 이쪽으로 가봅시다. 이거 먹었고, 이거 노란색 점이죠? 뭔가 있다는 소린데, 역시. 여기도 노란색 점. 이 집에 뭔가 있는 것 같아요. 시간. 조명탄, 건전지는 풀이고. 리볼버도 풀. 진짜 좀 든든하네. 오! 개 놀랬다. 개 깜짝 놀랐어요, 진짜. 발소리는 들었는데, 그냥 배경소리인 줄 알았는데. 제가 아마 캠 켜놨으면은 부르르 뜨는 걸 볼 수 있었을 거예요. 진짜 개 깜짝 놀랐네. 뭔가 달리는 좀비 느낌. 러너 좀비. 몸빵은 약하네요. 원래 보통 애들은 3방이만 가는데 얘는 빨라서 그런지 2방. 근데 저런 애들 많이 나오면은 한 대씩 진짜 맞을 것 같은데. 약간 리볼버 탄약 하나 남던 게 있었던 것 같은데. 역시 오래 있으면 안 될 것 같아요. 빨리 튀어야지. 없구나. 그냥 가야지. 마이크를 한 2~30만원짜리를 나중에 사야겠어요. 아니면 프로그래머를 좀 바꾸던지. 이 자금 제거를 제가 좀 켜놨더니
I could see a
목소리가 너무
railway
좀
bridge up ahead and a
거리는
warehouse of
느낌이네.
some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
잠깐 텍스트 못 봤네. 여기로 가나구나. 이 뭐 또 기차 지나가고 그런 건 아니겠지? 참고로 카카오 쪽은 제가 그 인터넷 대역폭 문제 때문에 그 화질을 좀 낮춰놨어요. 4000비트레이트로 해놨어요. 조금 더 좋은 화질로 보시려면 트위치가 나고, 트위치 버퍼링이 심하시면 카카오로 보시면 돼요. 여기도 뭔가 한바탕 느낌. 도움이 심하다. 놀래라. 비켜 이 원통아. 절로 가. 길 막혀. 더 이상 안 가네. 이거 오. 아 이렇게 갈 수 있구나.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
또 어둠이 시작됐고. 패스트 좀비 조심해야 되는데. 일로 가야 되는 거야? 절로 가야 되는 거야? 오. 오이씨. 오이씨, 아프다. 어이, 이거 뭐야? 야, 놀래라. 잘못하면 죽을 뻔했네. 저 기름 통로 날리네. 저 기름통 수상한데. 하나 더 있었는데? 끝났나? 무사히 잘 클리어했어요. 조금 어렵긴 했지만. 저런 것도 조명탄 쓰면 괜찮을 것 같은데? 어디로 가나? 원고 하나 더 있고. 이쯤에서 잠깐 쉬는 타이밍인 경우에서 원고 좀 나가봅시다.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole.
Asshole.
He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
오, 다크 레이지. 뭔가 어감 좋다. 시커먼 분노.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me. Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper. her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
아, 네. 뭐지? 원고에 무슨 이상한 표시 있는 거는 이 1회차 클리어하고 2회차 더 상급 난이도에서 드랍 4개 설계를 해놨더라고요.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror. As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story, certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
고성능 손정등? 뭐가 달라진 거지? 이거랑 뭔 차이지? 조금 더 멀리 가는 건가? 나 오래 가는 거예요? 배터리 많이 먹을 것 같은 느낌인데? 한 번 교체하면 막 2개씩 달던가? 뭐 오래 가겠네요. 이건 뭔가 메시지가 난 것 같은데? 잘못 봤나? 여기 또 뭔가 한바탕 느낌인데? 일단은 저 보온병 하나 먹고 응? 폴터가이스트 스멜이 오케이, 건전지 많이 얻었다. 조명탄도 얻고 섬광탄을 좀 넣어주지. 근데 어차피 이게 에피소드가 끝나면 전에 먹었던 무기들이 다 사라지더라고요. 역시 아니, 나 연락 안 했어요. 저리 가요. 역시 저 빨간 통은 폭발물이었어. 아. 우후. 우후. 한 번에 2명 다 맞자고 일석이조 도전까지 클리어됐네. 아, 조명탄 2개나 썼어. 여기에 뭐 없을까? 어우, 야, 그거 개 아파. 그냥 2마리 나올 때는 섬광은 좀 아깝죠. 한 3마리 나올 때 그때 좀 써야죠. 큰 애는 리볼버로 잡으면 너무 손해가 심하다. 무조건 샷건으로 잡아야 될 것 같아요. 저 큰 애는 리볼버 6대 다 맞아도 안 죽네. In light, you can hurt them. 뭐야 이거? 비단에 있으면 그들에게 다치게 할 수 있다고? TV에 또 나이트 스프링 나올 것 같은 느낌이에요. 역시.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
뭐지?
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
에일리언이요?
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
이런 거 재밌다. 나이트 스프링스. 페이스 허거가 새로운 숙주를 찾았네요. 옆으로 가는 길이 더 없나? 뭔가 더 먹을 게 있을 것 같은 느낌인데 그냥 가야지. 잠시 폰도 세팅을 좀 하고 갑시다. 스위치가 저기 있고 저걸 작동하면 또 달려올 것 같은 느낌. 그냥 갈 뻔했네. 하나 읽어봅시다. 뭐 별거 다 있네. 어둠의 존재에게 공격당하는 웨이크, 불도저의 공격을 받는 웨이크, 나이팅게일에게 공격받는 웨이크, 물체에게 공격당하는 웨이크.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below. The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course...
갑시다. 예, 불도저 없죠? 시작됐다. 가자, 뛰자. 이런 현실이 됐네. 오. 뭐야? 많이 돌았다 이거 짧고. 아 힘들어. 저런 게 나오구나. 알려. 다행히 탄약 보급을 말아주네. 저기도 뭐가 있네. 조명탄 많이 준다. 팍팍 쓰면 되겠고. 저기도 있네. 아, 이건 조명탄을 쓰라고 있는 맵이었구나. 아마 난이도 높았으면 저거 한번 치면 바로 죽었을 것 같은데. 또 차 타는 미션인가? 먹을 게 더 없을라나? 다 깨있고 타고 가야지.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
끝이 아니었어?
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
요거 에피소드 3 끝내고 오늘 방송은 종료할게요. 그냥 좀 오늘 좀 피곤해서 오래 못할 것 같아요. 배그도 좀 했었고. 아, 또 무기 다 잃었어. 에이, 이럴 줄 알았다니까. 들고 다녀야지 무기를. 낮으니까 공격을 안 하겠죠. 응? 잠깐만, 이거 느낌이 이상한데? 이걸 걸어가게 만들진 않았을 것 같은데. 일른 미션 따로 없네. 뒤에 뭐 없나? 없는 것 같고. 그래, 역시.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
어? 이거 우아즈 느낌인다. 우아즈 타야지. 우아즈. 저거 원고인가? 아닌가? 아니구나. 뭔가 있지 않을까? 여기가 체크 포인트네.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
되게 라디오 자켓분 되게 착하시네. 여인 아저씨. 저쪽에 뭔가 더 없을라나? 저쪽에 한번 가볼게. 계단이 어디 갔나? 점프. 없네. 아이고. 돌아오는 거였구나. 무조건 여기 들리게 설계해놨네. 저게 좀 더 튼튼해 보이지. 오! 저 차 너무 멋있게 생겼어. 밝을 때는 템이 안 나오나? 해돌라 되어 있네.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How's that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
원래 첫 기억이 좀 제일 중요하죠. 첫 경험이라 해야 되나? 그런 첫 경험 말고요. 머릿속에 마구니가 있으면 안 됩니다. 그러니까 뭔가 새로운 걸 이렇게 접하는 걸. 뭐가 더 없네. 라디오 말고. 어우, 참 멋지네. 여긴 또 뭐가 있을까? 여기서 내리는 건가? 아닌데? 조금 더 가야 되는데? 일단 수색해보죠. 왠지 또 여기서 뭔가
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
제대로 도착한 게 맞. 이거 왜 이렇게 높아? 쓸데없이. 그래도 역시 원고가 숨겨져 있고. 이 박스 보면 툼레이더 박스 생각나요. 좀 그래픽 텍스처는 좀 떨어지긴 하는데 거기 1을 눌러서 열고 싶어요. 라우톤도 해야 되는데 일단 엘러메이크 다 깨고 그 투게더 게시판에 보시면 제 방송 컨텐츠 목록이 있어요. 그래서 참고해 주시면 됩니다. 돌아가는 거구나. 오 잠깐만. 아이. 오. 어우. 이런 비싼 차인데 문짝 하나 떨어져 나갔네. 브라이트폴즈 콜 석탄 광산 워싱턴 마이닝 협회 채굴 협회 비지터 파킹. 난 방문자니까 오른쪽에다 파킹할게. 아, 또 박았다. 이거 재물 쏜 게 아니에요. 버려졌으니까. 앨런 웨이크 아메리칸 나이트메어가 그 구매가 될지 모르겠어요. 이게 작년에 판매 중단됐거든요. 제가 2013년에 사둔 게 오리지널 본편이긴 한데 구매할 수 있으면 한번 해볼게요. 후속편. 역시 이런데 템을 숨기고 있었어. 예, 구매한 겁니다. 우리나라도 옛날 그 1960년대? 70년대쯤에 이제 막 많이 갔죠. 그 유럽 탄광 쪽에 이제 외화 본다고 진짜 국가에서 지원도 하고 그런 게 좀 있었죠. 지금은 뭐 광산 시장이 거의 다 죽었죠. 석탄 수요도 확 줄어들고 요즘 뭐 다 석유로 퉁치니까. 그렇죠. 여기도 설명이 있죠. 뭔 소리야? 풍부했는데 찾기 어렵다는 거는 술은 마셨지만 음주운전 하지 않았다 이 소린가? 화산 활동. 화산 폭발 때문에 섬이 가라앉았었죠. 이렇게 전시를 해놨구나. 그 반복적인 게 어떤 게 반복적이란 말씀이시죠? EXT님? 스토리 기반 말씀이신지 아니면 전투가 반복적이란 말씀이신지. 응? 뭐야, 저 아직 사람이 사나? 공통에 연기 있네? 아, 데자뷰. 했던 스토리가 또 하는 느낌이란 말씀이신가 보네. 그래도 뭔가 좀 다른 내용이지 않을까요? 아, 여기 문이 없구나. 응? 뭘 읽어? 아. 오후. 갱 하나 무너지면서 32명 사망. 영어로도 더 잘 써져 있죠.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
로즈처럼 웨이크의 소설을 보고 정신이 이상해진 건가?
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
그거 봐, 납치범이 어두운 미다니까. 또 밤 됐잖아.
Wait,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
웨이크 박사.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
점점 플레이를 하면 할수록 학살자가 되어가는.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
깜짝이야. 잠시만요. 볼륨을 조금 줄여야겠다. 너무 크다. 오, 놀래라. 오케이. 응? 응? 아. 또 밤에 그래도 전에 있던 무기를 다 줘서 다행이네. 여기도 주네. 건전지는 다 있고. 응? 밑으로 가란 소린가? 그런가 보네요. 1층에 문이 없네. 어둠이 시작됐고. 하지만 조명도 많다. 탄약 많이 주네 이제. 기름통 2개가 있는 거 봐서 역시 자꾸 줄 던질래? 하나 또 있는 느낌인데? 오! 섬광탄 개꿀띠. 하지만 조명탈 많으니까 조명탈 먼저 써줍니다. 근데 조명탄 쓰면은 뭐고? 안녕? 너 먹어볼래? 반짝이는 것 같은데 여기 잘못 봤나? 그 속에서 나오네. 이거 들어가야 돼? 딴 데 갔나? 야 뭐야? 야? 성광탄 2개나 쓴 것 같은데? 조명탄으로 못 죽이는가?
What the hell?
잘못했어요. 그냥 이벤트였나? 다음 내용을 확인해 봅시다.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
응? 그 검은 할머니가? 이상한데? 기름통 2개 있는 거 보니 한바탕 해야 될 느낌? 일단 가는 길은 저쪽인가 이쪽인가?
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
전원을 끊어라는데 스위치가 여기 없죠? 오른쪽에 맴돌는 거 봐서는 저쪽에 있다는 것 같은데 가다가 나올 것 같아요. 일단 뛰어봅시다. 쭉쭉쭉쭉쭉. 역시 뒤에서는 안 나오네. 그래도 아이 안되겠다. 요것만 나오진 않을 텐데. 보스급이라도 하나 나올 느낌. 조명탄 총이다. 개강력한 총 나왔다. 이거 끄면은 아무래도 느낌이 불 다 꺼지면서 후루루루 올 것 같은데. 역시 열차가 떠오르고 있어. 저기에 또 아저씨들 몇 명이 걸어오네. 오이 뭐야? 야, 그냥 오네? 아? 어? 아? 좀 도망가자. 어이 샷건 쳐 얘들은. 명중률 보소. 잠깐만 아저씨야. 그렇지. 바꿔도 안 죽네. 권총 다 썼다 이제. 터진 건가? 이제 끝났겠지. 살짝 발소리 들리는 느낌인데. 문 열리는 소리도 들려. 이봐. 이제 탄약을 주는구나. 또 발소리 느낍니다. 깜짝이야. 샷건이 느리구나. 또 발소리 들려. 어둠 속에서는 아무도 믿지 말라. 어디서 나는 말소리지? 진짜.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
까마귀 떼게 또 습격인가 느낌이. 아 나머님이구나. 이런 또 어둠이 찾아왔고.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were Standard Power Company equipment.
원래부터 이 마을이 이상한 마을인 것 같아요. 참 못하네. 바닥이 왜 이렇게 많아? 확실히 이 손전등이 용량은 큰데 건전지를 많이 먹네요. 여기 또 뭔가 템이 없을까? 어떤 판은 라이플 주고 어떤 판은 샷건 주고. 목에는 이게 나은 것 같은데 샷건 탄이나 조금 더 좋습니다. 어? 돼지 실이 2명 나와? 지금 얻었네. 이 아저씨 뭐야? 왜 안 와? 오이, 이 아저씨 결국 돌아왔어. 이 아저씨는 왜 안 들어오지? 탄약이 또 슬슬 모자란데? 없다 이제 탄약. 길이 어디로 가는 걸까? 이쪽으로 쭉 가는 건데 이쪽 왼쪽에 뭔가 템이 있을 것 같은 느낌이긴 한데 여기는 못 올라가네? 어? GPS가 여기를 가르치네? 이쪽에 뭐가 있으려나? 아, 아, 길이 없네. 원고. 여긴 없구나. 탕약 좀 주겠고. 아닌가? 잘못 봤나? 아, 있네. 잘못 봤네. 테마 어디 있니? 이쪽으로 가는 소린가? 오케이. 먹으러 가다 뭐 또 나올 느낌인데 이거. 성광탄 많이 준다. 먹었으니까 역시 나오네. 에라이, 모르겠다. 살았어. 이제 탄약 진짜 아껴야겠다. 응? 떨어질 뻔했네. 다행히 하나 주겠네. 이번 에피소드 되게 오래가네. 검전지를 잘 안 써가지고. 타협 천지네.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
No. 펌프 샷건이다. 여후. 단수 맞네. 연발로 갈기면서 잡으라는 소리 같아요. 이게 빛을 킨다고 이 블러 효과가 사라지질 않나? 데미지가 좀 약한데 이거. 물 좀 많이 나와. 오, 이거 탄약 없어 이제. 또 성광 탔을 때가 오구만. 야, 계속 나온다. 야! 빡치네. 여기서 이렇게 죽어버리다니.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
탄약도 조금 다르구나. 너무 약해요 저건. 일단 오른쪽에는 뭐가 없는 걸 확인했으니 왼쪽으로 갑시다. 클리어 됐겠지. 어? 뭐야 이거. 니는 혼자 있으면 안 무서워. 쪽으로 올라가는 소리 같은데. 근데 여기에는 외국 프로젝터가 왜 있지? 뭔가 좀 돌아보라는 소리 아닌가? 그냥 이렇게 만들어놨을 리는 없고, 이런 단방향 길 게임에서 그냥 이걸 좀 크게 만들어 놓은 건가? 왜 체크포인트가 없나? 안전지대.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
안 하면 안 될까? 오, 뭐야 이거? 방금 아저씨 센데? 야, 큰일났다. 이제 이걸로 다 잡아야 되는데. 어머, 양치장 내리는구나. 얘는 왜 움직였지? 이쪽도 조금씩 오는데. 뭐야 이거? 돌돌돌돌 내려가네. 저기로 가라는 소리인가? 왼쪽에 뭔가 없으려나? 없네.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
일찍이네 못 들어가나? 없네. 또 원고다. 반짝반짝이는데. 마을이구나. 아, 탄약을 줘. 건전지 그만 주고. 건전지보다 탄약을 많이 줘야지. 또 탄약이야. 아니, 또 건전지야. 들어가는 것이 꽤 많네. 아, 이건 좀 아닌데. 얘들은 이런 나무 영화만 있잖아. 이래서 건전지를 많이 줬던 거였고. 야, 탄약 안 주냐 진짜? 우선 과제 철만원 달리고 싶다. 과제 한국식으로 번역 잘 해놨네. 아니면 원래 외국인가? 방산이 막혔구나. 근데 안쪽에 공간이 비었어요. 진짜 이번 에피소드 계기인데.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
그 호수가 망명인 건가? 잠깐만. 정형탄 탄약 어디 있어? 됐다. 이제 이건 좀 써야겠고. 사용용 라이플. 열어볼까? 샷건을 버리라고 나오네. 많이 주네. 근거리에서 써야 되는 샷건보단 이게 낫겠죠? 일로 가야 되는데 여기 뭐가 있죠?
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
어디로 가는 소리야? 어디로 가는 소리인가? 뭐 줄라나? 조명탄을 쓰라는 거군. 하나도 없나?
Birds.
두 마리인가? 거라고? 방사네? 터널 고투 뭐야? 콜드론 렉? 아, 이 터널은 그 콜드론 곳으로 통하는 길인 것 같은데. 뭐지? 이 터널 한번 가볼까? 이쪽으로 가는 길인가? 저쪽은 뭐지 그러면? 이쪽은 막힌 길인가? 아니야, 이쪽은 막힌 길은 또 아니야. 그럼 저쪽 한번 가보자.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
보스 나오는 줄 알았네.
Alice? Alice!
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
여기에 뭐가 있었니? 역시 이런데 숨겨져 있죠. 의도된 길이네, 여기. 쉬어가는 타이밍 겸 읽어봅시다.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
뭔 소리야? 안 잡혔는데. 다음 에피소드에서 잡히나?
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
이건 또 왜 반짝이야? 돈 많이 주네. 한바탕 싸봐야 될 느낌. 뭔가 또 있네. 두 개 더 읽어봅시다.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this. For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
어이씨 뭐야. 어디? 또 이거 뭐 다 썼네. 조명탄 총좀 좀 써야겠다. 막혔네.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
뭐야 이걸 점프하라고? 그거 아닌 것 같은데? 오오오오. 아야. 오, 왔어. 아, 이렇게 하구나. 다음에 다시 또 올리고. 조금만 더 올리자. 잘못하면 저거 밑으로 훅 떨어질 뻔. 응? 응? 뭐야 이거? 오겠죠. 드디어 탈출했다. 용알이랑 위에는 뭐가 있을지. 위에 먼저 한번 갔다 갈까? 어디까지 올라가야 되겠지? 저 건너가라는 소린가? 갑자기 기습. 이걸 많이 준다는 거는 뭔가 또 한바탕 한다는 거고. 조명탄하고.
Another cable car. Just great.
가만히 떼겠습니다. 항공포대 중로. 사출됐어. 역시 아주 강력한 총. 좀 쓸까?
Shit.
개 깜짝이야. 좋은 것 같은데? 아, 드디어 먹었다. 이제 리볼버 좀 써야지. 꿀떡 나고있어. 이제 또 난리 났고. 야, 잠깐만. 저 공격하는 거 봐. 민간 설화에서 중요한 역할을 한다고? 뭐야? 정신 나갔네? 좀 이따 이런 시키다. 근처에 뭐 있다. 어딜 가야 있는 거지? 뒤에 있다고? 아닌가? 안쪽에 있다는 건가? 그렇네. 여기 모으면 막 숨소리 들리네. 이렇게 잘 표시를 해놨구나. 와, 이번 에피소드 진짜 길다. 거의 4시간 걸리는 것 같아요. 쳐야 되는데. 좀 쉬어가는 타임 겸해서 소설 읽어봅시다.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
토르? 이런 곳에 벽돌 건물이 뒤로 들어가면 안 될까? 뭔가 한바탕 또 나올 느낌인데? 잠겼고 들어가서 싸워야지 뭐 어쩔 수 있나. 응? 못 들어가는데요? 어떻게 가야 돼? 생각을 해봅시다. 주변 길이 아 톰 I miss you 톰 CWTG 토마스 제인인가? You talk to me on TV 톰 Did you write this? I cause you Thomas J. 저주할 거야. 독촉에 시달린 토마스 제인이 도망쳤던 건가? 이거 버터량이 좀 많다. 삼양용도 많이 줬고 1층인데 문이 없네. 막아놓은 건가? 조명탄을 이리 많이 주는 거 봐서는 몹이 엄청나게 나온다는 것 같은데. 좋았어. 바로. 야야야 잠깐만. 잠깐만. 와 진짜 많이 나온다. 어렵다. 이래서 이렇게 타이어가 많이 주는 거였구나. 여기서는 확실히 샷건이 낫겠는데? 카메라 썼네. 야, 뭔가 좀 섞이셨다. 이제 성공타 없네. 내려가라는 소리고. 다 가니?
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
저긴 것 같아요. 보트 타면 끝나겠지.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
뭐야? 보트인가?
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
점점 머리가 헷갈려지는데. 퍼큘라 파마도님 감사합니다. 드디어 에피소드 3 끝났네요.
Oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died. I was cut from her belly with a Stanley knife. My daddy did a jig with a drunk midwife. Who's that yonder all in flames? behind a sack of chains? Who's that yonder all in flames? Well, up jumped the devil and he staked his claim. Start, doomed to play the villain's part. I was the baddest Johnny in the apple cart. My blood was blacker than the chambers of a dead nun's heart. Who's that milling round the courthouse steps? Nail on my face to the hitch and fence. Who's that milling round the courthouse steps? Up jumped the devil and off we crept. Oh no, where could I go with my hump of trouble and my sack of woe? To the digs and the deserts of Mexico, where my neck was safer from the lynching rope. Who's that yonder laughing at me like I was the brunt of some hilarity? Who's that yonder laughing at me? Well, up jumped the devil, 1, 2, 3. Devil and said, here's your man, I got through.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
The truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
와, 결국 이 타자기 앞에 내려왔네. 네. 그러면은 이번 에피소드 되게 길었거든요. 거의 지금 3시간 했네. 네. 되게 오래 걸렸어요. 3 times hour later. Too much long episode 3. 그러면은 오늘은 여기서 방송을 종료하고 또 다음 시간에 에피소드 4를 계속 또 진행을 할게요. 제가 좀 이제 패키지 게임 말고 약간 사양 좀 타는 멀티플레이 게임 할 때는 카카오로 안 하고 트위치로만 하고 있어요. 그리고 트위치로 보시는 게 조금 더 화질이 좋을 거예요. 근데 뭐 버퍼링이 생기시면 뭐 어쩔 수 없이 카카오로 보셔야겠지만, 네, 이 점 참고하시면 되겠습니다. 네. 그러면은 오늘 방송은 여기서 종료를 하도록 할게요. Thank you for watching Twitch TV. See you next time. 호스트는 지금 누구 방송하고 있나? 트위치의 호스트는 캡틴 킴님으로 제가 좀 해드릴게요.